Started.
Zombie on the track.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here, nigga. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team fucking here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we'd argue every month, nigga. I was tryna get it on my own. Working all night, traffic on the way home, and my uncle calling me like, where you at? I gave you the keys, told you bring it right back, nigga. I just think it's funny how it goes. Now I'm on the road, $500,000 for a show, and we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. Boys tell stories about the man. Say I never struggled, wasn't hungry, yeah, I doubt it, nigga. I could turn your boy into the man. There ain't really much out here that's popping off without us, nigga. We just want the credit where it's due. I'ma worry about me, give a fuck about you, nigga. Just as a reminder to myself, I wear every single chain, even when I'm in the house. Cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. No new niggas, nigga, we don't feel that. Fuck a fake friend, where your real friends at? We don't like to do too much explaining. Stories stay the same, I never changed it. No new niggas, nigga, we don't feel
They're the same people. But we hope that something has improved. In this ceremony, we'd like you to talk, to share with us. So each one of you will stand up and share with us his purpose, his value, and 5 minutes will share with us his journey for the last month, and then we will be honored to give you some present, a gift, a ring with a necklace that you will remember always to take the right decisions, and the thing that you learn here and you continue to develop.
Time I was full of, what is this sorcery? I don't want it. I don't need any empowerment or anything. And boy, I was wrong. My goal in life would be endless giving through all.
The purpose in my life has always been to help other people as a teacher, to be a good example.
What was extremely special for me here is that I didn't have the opportunity to be alone. I wasn't given the chance to hide whenever.
Trying to like overcome it, and I'm still trying, but it's something that it's like. No, no, come on, no. The camera pointed at yourself is somehow a metaphor for having the whole world watching you, and that's what we're actually doing every day. We have it every day. We have people looking at us.
and we feel that judgment. We already assume what people are thinking about us. And although that was extremely hard, and I realized how much I have to work on self-love, that vulnerability was in the end the most special thing I gained here. I realized that if I'm not vulnerable, I will never be able to connect to people.
So, there's this amazing institute called HeartMath, the Institute of HeartMath. And they are this big institution that have put years and years of research into the heart. And what they found is that the heart has two-way communication with the brain. Before, in Western science, they teach us that the heart is just a pump. But the heart actually communicates with our brain and our body in 4 ways. The first way is it has its own set of neurological communications. It has its own nervous system that sends more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. The next is that the heart was actually reclassified as a hormone, as producing hormones. So what it does that's really interesting is it releases this hormone called atrial peptide, and the job of this hormone is to reduce stress. And the final thing that I love the most is the electrical heart. Our heart has a 40 to 60 times stronger electromagnetic field than our brain. This field comes out of our heart 3 to 4 feet in front of us, behind us, in a 360-degree location, circumference. Let's say that. So, not only can our hearts and this electromagnetic field influence things in our bodies, it can also influence things in other people's. The heart radiates the electromagnetic field that energetically affects each other's moods, attitudes and feelings. You know when you walk into a room and everyone's really positive, and you come in and you just feel it. You just come in and you're like, oh, this is great, amazing. You kind of get involved, it brings your mood up from other people's. That's from their heart. If we were all in here talking about something really sad and really upsetting, and someone came in, they would feel that heaviness as soon as they come in. As I was travelling, I was on this journey of trying to connect more to my emotions and trying to connect more to my feelings. And through that I went through many processes. Some of them were coming here to raise me for the first time and experiencing all these different things that really kind of like set off my emotions. And as you can see even earlier today, it still happens. Rosemary is a type of safe space where we can allow ourselves to be vulnerable, allow those emotions that we've felt or maybe hidden for a long time to come out. And that's what it did for me from the beginning.
What can I say? This is the way people should be, this is the way people should think. This is the change the world needs. And it sounds maybe too good to be true, but my journey in Rosemary brought more clarity in my life, clarity about myself, which is a wonderful feeling.
So a few weeks ago, me and the doers and I, we went out to the forest and we had an immersion experience amongst ourselves. 5 days in nature, no contact with the outside world, pretty much on our own, building our own campsite, and something crazy and unforgettable happened. Something that would seem like a nightmare if you think about it up here. But when I really felt into the situation, it was something incredibly purifying for me. we had a catch what you can day. So we just pretty much lived off of what we caught for the entire day. None of the staples that we had with us, our rice, our lentils, were able to be eaten.
And then
It's really fine. I just.
Alright, I just gotta be sure because like I would.
This will be in, and then we can still add this. So it will be.
So I was forced to live off of wild nuts, as they call them. And let me tell you, they were quite wild. And I spent the next 8 hours purging this. First, I purged all of the nuts that I had eaten in the food before, but to get graphic, I purged this deep, deep yellow. I started to realize that my body was not so much responding to the nuts because the other two that ate the nuts didn't get sick from these nuts. It was only me who had gotten sick. And to me, it realized that I had a lot of things that were in my body that were not pure.
I think one of our biggest fears in life is to die. A lot of fears that drive us in life and limit us in life are associated to the fear of dying, even if it's not real. So this program was created, or is for me the optimal chance and opportunity to actually look at my fears and overcome those fears.
and awareness could be in any of those areas. So basically the day we went rewilding, I always restricted awareness to that one area, but I realized, wow, awareness is just basically being able to see, being able to consider and accept different perspectives, and like eating seaweed from the ocean is awareness. It's because I don't have to eat seaweed when I go back home, but the fact that I opened my eyes for it, that I accepted it, and I tried it, means I can see more now.
So that's it to participate fully in the program. And I want to remind us all, also to myself, that everything starts with the values. I walk in the street, I'm positive enough to look at strange things and imagine how beneficial they could be to my life. The audacity to ask and to try, and the responsibility to understand what is the consequence of this action by hand. Because all the things we've done today, they are very green, ecological, very natural, and surprising fact about it, that if you eat seaweed, you drink spring water, you eat mussels, you eat these nutty, funky coconuts from the trees and these jambulaos, you get actually full quite fast, because those foods are nutrient dense, they are natural, you don't need plenty of it, and they bring already the balance and the benefits with them. Fine, but to move is so slippery. Look what happens.
I woke up with your name on my lips. I woke up with your name on my lips.
Guys, you can open your eyes.
I woke up with your name on my lips.
Rellené todo con cosas que yo consigo en la calle. No compro nada, solo cemento. Porque comprado no vale, comprado tú compras. Entonces...
I was just a girl who was really lost in life. Like for let's say 33 years. I really wanted to know what was my purpose and why was I here for. And I started traveling when I was 17, and I traveled until I was 33. That's what actually became the experience I tell in my book, right? Which is called Recalculating the Route. Whatever I accomplished was never good enough. Things that happened that helped me create the life that I wanted for myself, because I've always dreamed of this dream job that didn't exist.
once I got rid of all that bullshit I had made up and all the stories I was telling myself, I actually could create what I really wanted. And some of the things I studied in order to create it were quantum physics and neuroscience. Quantum physics says that the only thing that was a pattern, a real pattern, is that the electron always behaved the way the observer of the experience believed. So we are the observers of our own life experience. Everything that we are creating we are creating the way we believe. When I was a very rational person. I would only believe what I see, right? But then I decided to believe in that, and I did it as an experience in my own life. And one by one, each one of the things that I wanted my life to be started manifesting. When I studied neuroscience, it was from a doctor called Joe Dispenza. He is actually a doctor, and he broke his spine in 9 different places. The doctor said that he would never walk again, and he would have to go through surgery, and if he went through surgery, maybe there would be a chance. So instead of visualizing him healthy, running again, jogging again, he would feel with every cell of his body. So he wasn't visualizing it in the future. He was living it in the present, right? And he would feel all the sensations in his body of what it would be like to run again and to feel the wind on his face again. And that doctor walked. So instead of like thinking of all of those things that you want for your future, you can start living your life now as if they were already true. That is what's going to change your energy field and attract all the people and all of the things and all of the experiences you need in order for that future to manifest. But we also must always be really open, because life may have better plans for us.
Air in our mouth, release the air. Feel the pressure in our lungs. Contractions keep on coming. Feel the chest in the chest. Something about the moon, something about the stars, something about the way nature works, and everything connects here. And especially at the top, we're going to get the last stop. It's energetically and astronomically, also archaeologically. Some people believe it's connected to the strongest places on Earth.
When I was born, I had major ear infections, like ear problems. So the doctors thought I was deaf. So through a lot of my baby life, I couldn't actually hear anything. So when I got to school, my learning abilities were actually a lot behind. So I couldn't sound out words as well as other kids. I couldn't read the same. So my academics took a massive hit. And as you've learnt from today, the way you talk to yourself when you're a kid kind of gets implanted in. So I learnt a belief in school that I was dumb and stupid and all these things because I couldn't read properly. So I carried that belief my whole life. Really satisfied and content with yourself, it's almost like on the other side of fear. So you've got fear, and you have to go through fear to be. It's like your biggest fear can become your greatest strength in a way. So I started a blog, shared my knowledge and my opinions on every subject I could think of to the world. I literally was an open book. Talk about vulnerability the other day. I literally told everyone everything about myself. And I wanted to be completely vulnerable. And I had actually a lot of my friends call me up and tell me what the hell am I doing? And like meet up with me for coffee and like, we're worried about you. Like you're becoming very vulnerable. I'm like, sick, thank you. I'm like, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. So I started basically a love and passion for writing. And that came out in my writing. So then I thought, how else can I kind of share what I've got? I was writing. So I went into social media, I went into anxiety, depression, dyslexia, anything to do with confidence. I went into groups, into Facebook and stuff, and just started helping people for free. I just thought, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to be a coach, but I knew I loved writing and I loved helping people through fitness and through what I knew. And then I started my coaching business like that. That's how I became a coach. And it got to the stage where I was like, whoa, to actually reach my dream, all I need to do is leave London. But it's like when you go to a friend for advice, they know they can give you the advice in a second because they've got no emotional attachment to the outcome. So my emotional attachment to my dream, to me getting my dream, was I'd been in London for 10 years. I had all my friends there. My sister was there with me, we lived together. I had all my stuff, but my dream was just there. Like learning something, but then there's another thing, experiencing what you learn. So I had learned all this stuff about myself, but I hadn't fully experienced. I needed to go out of my comfort zone to really experience what I've learned, to really grow and to really get me to what I've written on that piece of paper. A big mistake people make is thinking that confidence is a matter of personality. Confidence just means that you believe in yourself, your ideas and your capabilities. Anyone can learn how to become more confident. It is not a personality trait, it is a habit. Confidence in yourself is built through acts of everyday courage. It's the small things you do every single day that build trust in yourself to create.
So my best day in the program Heart Attack, it's I think the day when we did the Temazcal. It's a very great experience for me. It's a shaman experience and it's very difficult. For 4 hours, very hot, very hot in the Temazcal, and for me it's the next part when I go out to Temazcal. It's very great.
This is the pure medicine of the relations.
Como que realmente eu consigo me relacionar comigo mesmo?
How can I relate with myself?
Como que eu me relaciono com meu pai, com a minha mãe?
How can I relate with my father, my mother?
Meu avô, minha avó.
My grandfather, grandmother.
E também com os meus irmãos.
My brothers.
Não só os irmãos sanguíneos, mas nós todos aqui somos irmãos.
Not only our blood brothers, but everybody here we can call us our brothers. The motto of this ceremony today to be the self-control, the mastership of ourselves. To be the master of ourselves.
E aqui, querendo ou não, é um momento que a gente vai desafiar o nosso corpo físico.
This is the moment when we challenge our physical body.
E também memórias que a gente muitas vezes não tem consciência.
And also memories that it's deeply in our unconscious, or we don't even know that we have that memory.
venceu, Paraná, Paranauê. Negativa, Paranauê, Paraná. Ela se bateu, Paraná, isso não me aconteceu, Paraná, Paranauê. Xoxua, cada macaco no seu galho, Xoxua, eu não me canso de cantar, Xoxua. Filmou? Vou levar esse berimbau pra arrumar ele. Sim. Vou arrumar ele. Posso?
Sim, com certeza.
Vem Magalenha Rojão, traz a lenha pro fogão, vem fazer armação. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de coió, é curtir o verão.
Vem Magalenha Rojão, traz a lenha pro fogão, vem fazer armação. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de coió, é curtir o verão.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Vem Magalenha Rojão, traz a senha pro burrão, TTT coração.
Reggae. Reggae love.
Dia de sol, alegria de xodó, meu dever de verão.
Vem Magalenha Rojão, traz a senha pro burrão, TTT coração. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de xodó, meu dever de verão.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Calango-lango do calango da pretinha, tô cantando essa mudinha pra senhora se lembrar daquele tempo que vivia lá na roça com uma filha na barriga e tanta filha pra criar.
Dizem que sou louco por pensar assim. Se eu sou muito louco por eu ser feliz, mas louco é quem me diz que não é feliz.
But don't worry, don't panic. Ain't nothing going on but history. Yeah, it's alright. Don't panic. And the music keeps on playing on and on.
Truly feel overwhelmed by what I'm feeling. The last 30 days have been, speaking for myself, has been truly a heart attack, meaning that I felt something changing in my heart. I know that life has brought me here, and having been here for the first time 2 months ago and having my first exchange with Como and the team, already planted the first seeds. And coming back here, I feel I have planted more seeds, and I know that with time I will be able to harvest them and nourish myself from every single thing that I've learned here. I've had a very emotional roller coaster journey with a lot of tears, a lot of laughter, a lot of fun, wonderful moments with every single one of you. And I think what has been the biggest impact for me is that I'm done with finding excuses not to change my life and not to change my life into my own hands, take my life into my own hands. I'm done finding excuses that I'm not good enough or I can't do it or I postpone things to later. I know how it feels to live partially unhappy or not fulfilled in life, and I have done this for too long. The journey here and the journey I've began a year ago has opened the door to feeling truly alive and seeing all the possibilities that are there. Especially last night, I realized that it's so easy to wake up and to take control of your life. And that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm promising to myself in this moment. By loving myself, following my heart, and living the dream I'm dreaming of. The purpose in my life is to inspire and help people touch their hearts on their way to a meaningful and fulfilled life. I think with my strength of being empathetic, connection, communication, and responsibility, I will be able to do that, guided by the values of love, truth, and meaningful connections.
We are the doers! We are the doers!
We are the doers!
We are the doers!
We are the doers!
We are the doers!
We are the doers!
We do! We do! We do! We
Exactly. And this is exactly the difference. Because everybody believes and everybody knows the method. Everybody have different method. And everybody understands exactly what he needs to do. But what makes us together, our group here in Brazil right